I have to acknowledge our youth that are
I'm
here.
a guy
They're the
who's
innocent
had
ones. They're the ones
various
who-
types of live-life experience, and those experiences have created a desire to do more for the city and to help those who come from similar circumstances. I grew up in the child welfare system, and I've had, quite a bit of experience navigating life.
Good to see you guys. Come on in.
It's been my goal to help others to realize that circumstances beyond your control don't necessarily dictate or determine your outcome. And I think that's part of one of the premises behind the creation of Community 204 and kind of what it stands for as well.
Hey guys, we got some food and snacks for you if you guys like.
Started off as was just us finding a way to give basic needs to the folks that were going without. It's grown tremendously. We used to actually be out on the streets with the people. So these are donations for MCC. I've been kind of in the heart work field, since I was 18, even prior to that in forms of volunteering. But doing that work and reaching out to those folks in need and the community in need, you start to realize and identify gaps in services, gaps for recipients, but also gaps for those who are trying to do the work as well. And I think with growth, one of the things that kind of happens organically is you learn new ways of doing great things. And so I think that was something that contributed to our creation, and it has allowed us to reach folks in need in a different way, while also being inclusive to those who are also experiencing systems navigation and live life experiences with those barriers. Based on my live life experience, that I carried an empathic and compassionate lens for others that some may not see. The biggest challenge is not being able to comprehend or to predict the growth. Not only the growth of the people we're servicing, but the growth of our group as well. A lot of us are just frontline people who just want to get out there and do this work, but you don't realize how limited you are with resources or where funding doesn't come into play. Everything that we do is entirely out of pocket or donation based, and if we're fortunate enough to get grants, we utilize those pretty heavily as well. But the groundwork is us just doing that work, and sometimes it does feel like it's never enough, but we try to shift our focus into the things we can control, and what that looks like is bringing smiles, bringing consistency, upholding our reputation, rarely saying no to the people and the things that need help and support.
Got furniture and stuff ready, or are you working on it?
You see, the marginalized folks out there, we call them our relatives because we would hope to treat them as though they are, to uplift others. I believe that it'll take the people to help the people, and so when I see an opportunity to help somebody, why wouldn't I? It doesn't make sense not to.
And then
We had an opportunity to relieve a family who was getting rid of a lot of their possessions and didn't necessarily have anywhere to relocate it. And so we took everything off our hands, and we're gonna actually redistribute it to another family in need.
we probably had.
I'm so blessed and fortunate to be able to be out there and to be on the front lines and to do meaningful, purposeful stuff, and to instill that on those who walk alongside me. Sometimes present challenges, absolutely, but do I love it? More than you could ever know, because it's contributing to the light in someone else's life.